3,000 years ago, Earth's climate took a dramatic turn, leading up to a pivotal event 10,500 years ago, the infamous Noah's flood. At the center of these earthly affairs was Enlil, the commanding figure of the Anunnaki, an extraterrestrial race from the planet Nibiru, who had come to Earth on a gold mining expedition. Enlil had a visionary plan in mind, to establish a second interplanetary spaceport high up in the Andes, to serve as a strategic backup. His primary concern was the potential takeover of the original Sinai rocket port by his rival Prince Marduk and his rebel astronaut allies, known as the Igigi. Enlil, under the directives of his father, King Anu of Nibiru, hoped to return to his home planet with the Nibirans he oversaw, along with ample gold to shield Nibiru's fragile atmosphere from impending dissipation. Enlil, ever the strategist, foresaw that Marduk, the son of his rival, chief scientist Enki, had not only forged alliances with the ex-astronauts but had also allied himself with the hybrid Erectus Nibiran earthlings and slaves created by Enki using the Nibiran genetic blueprint. Marduk and his supporters posed a legitimate threat, as they could lay claim to the Nibiru throne due to the treaty Anu had sworn with Marduk's maternal grandfather, Alalu, the former Nibiru king. To secure a potential second spaceport, Enlil dispatched his youngest son, Adad Viracocha, along with Adad's half-brother, General Ninurta, to scout for an ideal location. Their quest led them to the breathtaking Lake Titicaca, the highest lake on Earth, nestled at a towering 913,861 feet above sea level, spanning 20 by 44 miles and reaching depths of 100 to 1,000 feet. This lake, adorned with over 41 islands, provided the Anunnaki with abundant placer gold and cassiterite tin, the essential components for their European and Middle Eastern operations. The Desaguadero River, flowing from the southwest corner of Lake Titicaca into Lake Pupo 260 miles to the south, also offered a bounty of copper and silver all the way to the Pacific coast, where Bolivia meets Chile. A strategic moat surrounded Pumapunku, linked to a canal system stretching to Lake Titicaca, 15 miles away across level terrain. Yet upheavals, likely triggered by the same cosmic disturbances responsible for the Nile region's devastation around 1450 BCE, devastated the magnificent landing platform, made of massive 400-ton red sandstone blocks quarried by Adad 10 miles from Pumapunku. A destructive surge of water from Lake Titicaca violently obliterated Pumapunku and its neighboring city, Tiahuanacu, located to the south of the lake. Pumapunku's unique construction featured interlocking stones with grooves and notches, ingeniously cemented together by keystone cuts and bronze clamps. Adad's labor force survived the cataclysm on Titicaca and Coati Islands, in the lake's sheltered southern region. Rebuilding after Noah's flood, Adad and his Sumerian supervisors established Tiahuanacu, also known as Tin City, a sprawling 2-square-mile complex on the lake's shore. This city served multiple purposes, as a center for metallurgy, a religious temple, and an observatory powered by electricity, with subterranean chambers. Tin had become scarce in Europe after 2600 BCE, but Adad's earthling allies, the Kassites, or Kosians, closely related to the Hittites and Hurrians, ensured a steady flow of tin from South America to the Near East. The Anunnaki employed cutting-edge technology, including portable power plants and rotating magnetic fields, providing Tiahuanacu with alternating current AC power. They established hydroelectric and wave stations to generate substantial power, which was transmitted via microwaves to satellites, then redirected to remote areas across the Earth as a usable energy source. In addition to these technological marvels, the Anunnaki orchestrated the distribution of precious metals and even exported dried or honey-packed psychedelic mushrooms worldwide. For their metallurgical pursuits, the Anunnaki conducted high-temperature smelting of alloys, including platinum, and extracted mercury from cinnabar mineral deposits. Mercury was instrumental in silver extraction, and they went as far as building an underwater city, Huanacu, situated some 80 feet below the water's surface on the northern side of Titicaca Island. Meticulous planning was evident in their construction, with diverted rivers, water reservoirs atop pyramids, and massive stone structures with colossal solid stone doors. Pumapunku, often referred to as the New World's El Dorado or Ophir, boasted massive walls adorned with sheets of gold, golden masks, sun discs, gold-woven tapestries, and drill holes used for attaching gold sheets and other precious items. Nearby, the Fuente Magna Bowl was discovered, adorned with ancient Sumerian cuneiform writing dating back to circa 3000 BCE, as well as the Amara language, derived from the ancestors of Kayan and related to Proto-Elamite or Akkadian. Tiahuanaco was distinctively marked by the majestic Gate of the Sun, originally a portal for a massive granite door designed for a 9-foot-tall figure or one adorned with an elaborate headdress. This door led to the sprawling rectangular astronomical observatory known as the Kalasasaya, surrounded by a protective moat. However, over time the Kalasasaya and a similar structure in Pumapunku fell into disrepair, with the doorframe repurposed as an arch leading to Pumapunku. The awe-inspiring Gate of the Sun was sculpted from a single 100-ton stone block, featuring a depiction of Adad shedding golden tears. These tears symbolized molten gold, tin, iron, platinum, and mercury, which Tiahuanaco skillfully refined. Adad's statue showcased an intricate headdress and the zodiac symbol of the Sumerian Anunnaki, a forked lightning. Surrounding Adad were reliefs of 30 birdmen, likely Nibiran astronauts, some holding trumpet-like devices used to manipulate large stones. Following the destruction of the building that housed the gate, the Anunnaki reconstructed it, incorporating it as an arch leading to Pumapunku, now a pilgrimage site for the Andean population. Adjacent to the gate stood a wall adorned with sculptures representing various earthling and extraterrestrial types that had visited the site. Viracocha's workers, living on the edge of Lake Titicaca, at an astonishing 12,000 feet on the Altiplano, faced challenges from abrupt tectonic shifts triggered by the shockwaves of incoming celestial objects. They bore witness to the rupture of dams at higher altitudes to the north, unleashing a torrent of water that swept away the temple city of Tiahuanaco, tossing its megaliths and inhabitants into a chaotic jumble, along with fish, mammals, utensils, jewels, tools, pottery, and shells. Despite the cataclysms, the Anunnaki persevered. Marduk, our enigmatic Anunnaki king of Earth, was a pivotal figure in these events. As the legal successor to Nibiru's kingship, he was poised to ascend to the throne according to a treaty signed by Anu with the former Nibiru king, Alalu, who had dethroned Lama. However, Anu went back on his agreement, deposing Alalu and denying Marduk the crown. In response, Marduk left Nibiru for Earth, reuniting with his father Enki, the chief scientist of the Earth gold mining expedition. On Earth, Marduk played a complex role, temporarily overseeing the astronaut corps, Igigi, stationed on Mars. Marduk married a hybrid, Sarpanit, whose lineage traced back to Enki's genetic experiments. He embarked on the construction of Babylon in Iraq, a city intended to serve both the Anunnaki and the hybrids. However, tensions arose as the Igigi abducted hybrid women, leading to a rift between Marduk and the Anunnaki. Ultimately, Marduk supported the Igigi in establishing settlements on Earth in Jericho, Canaan, and Egypt, forming alliances with the lineages they created through these unions. Around 3450 BCE, Enlil Yahweh, the Anunnaki commander, ordered his son Ninurta to launch an attack on Marduk's Babylon, leading to its destruction. In 2924 BCE, Ninurta employed a nuclear weapon to obliterate the Sinai spaceport, preventing it from falling into Marduk's hands. Nergal, Marduk's brother, targeted Sodom, Gomorrah, and the southern shore of the Salt Sea, specifically to eliminate Marduk's son Nabu. However, the radioactive storms generated by these explosions also claimed the lives of Enlil's Sumerian earthlings, a shock to the commander himself. In a surprising twist, Enlil left Earth's rule to Marduk, effectively making him the ruler of Earth, marking a pivotal shift in the Anunnaki hierarchy and Earth's destiny. This transition heralded a new era in the complex and multifaceted history of the Anunnaki's interaction with Earth and its inhabitants.